today, or if you're in this room because you care about this space, you know that voice has been exploding. 2018, the estimates, depending on whose numbers you pay attention to, about 250 billion, quarter trillion questions asked via voice. The challenge is, with 4 billion or so pages on the web, the ones that have been optimized for voice are a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of that, almost none. So you've got billions of questions being asked, and you don't have answers there for them. At Agolo, our mission is to make the web listenable. So Agolo reads content. We read vast amounts of content. We organize that, and then we summarize it. We do that at scale. So we create human quality summaries at machine scale. Walk through one of our use cases. Associated Press is one of our clients in the voice space. So the AP had a challenge. They generate about 2,000 stories every single day. They wanted to create broadcast versions. For them, it's not only about devices, but it's also pushing that out to radio, television. But then increasingly, smart devices are a big part of what they're doing. So the AP had struck a deal with Amazon Alexa last year to be one of the premier sources of news content. So if you were to ask your Alexa today, Alexa, what's going on with the UK Prime Minister vote, you would probably get an Agolo summary of an Alexa article as the answer to that, of an Associated Press article as the answer to that. And summarizing doesn't just simply mean making it shorter, right? To make it a meaningful, coherent summary, you need it to have that listenability. You need to do things like pronoun resolution, co-references, and just the sentence structure that things relate so you hear things, because we consume content differently orally than we do in print. I'm going to do a quick demo of how this works with Agolo today. So here we're going to look at, we'll click up here and we'll look at an AP article, which is Equifax paying big penalties for the data breach. It's a fairly lengthy article. Let's go over to the, we'll grab the URL, we'll go over to the Agolo summarizer, we'll paste that in. We'll click Summarize here. This is the interface that the AP reporters and journalists are using in the field. If we look at this, this is a lengthy article. It's probably 700, 800 or so words. So it's a pretty lengthy thing. If you click back over to where the summarizer page, we're going to see the summary there. For the AP, they want a 75 to 80 word summary. You're going to see, again, it's coherent. It makes sense. It's something that's going to be quick and work from a listenable standpoint. So this is one example of what we're doing. I'm going to go back now to my slide. Thank you. Another use case, we're working with a wealth management division of a financial services institution, and their goal is to provide personalized, customized, on-demand market briefings for every user, Audible. So if you think about it, maybe I own 30 stocks and a dozen ETFs. You may own 20 stocks and 5 ETFs. She may own 30 stocks and 10 ETFs. We all have different investments at any given moment. Our broker knows exactly what we hold, and they also know what's going on in the market today. So why, when I go and say, give me a market briefing, do I hear, the S&P today finished at this and this was there? I don't care. I want to know about what happened in my world, not someone else's world. So they're looking at taking your portfolios in real time. They know what the market's doing, and they can then come back to Agolo and say, why are these, for Barry, why did these stocks move today? And we will use our event detection to identify the stories that support movement for those stocks, and then deliver summarized stories for those together stitched into a neat briefing. So when you're getting up in the morning, I listen when I'm shaving, I'm listening to my Alexa. I'll be able to get my real-time market briefing and know what's going on, how it impacts me. We're also working with a consumer products company who is looking to use augmented reality. So when you're passing by a restaurant, you could say, what are the reviews like on this restaurant? And it'll aggregate reviews from multiple sources, pull them together, and in near real time spit out a summary that's short enough for me to hear kind of pros and cons about this restaurant. What do I need to know about it? Again, these are applications that are coming soon and are really going to change the way that we're interacting with information. So about us, we've got a 21-person team. We're headquartered in New York. We've got an R&D office in Cairo, Egypt. We're mostly technical. We've got 3 PhDs and a group of masters. We've presented over 50 publications at top-tier conferences. But I want to spotlight one thing, because this is something that has not been officially announced, but you guys will get the early scoop. It'll come out this week, is we just closed our investment round, and Google Assistant Investments has joined as an investor. Microsoft's AI investment arm had already been an investor, so I think that makes us the only startup with investments from both Microsoft and Google Assistant, and it really sort of furthers their belief in this model for how the world of smart voice is going to work going forward. We're over at table 2 in the startup alley, so I invite you to come by, get a quick demo, or you can email me for more information. We'd love to show you what we're doing and hear about some potential use cases from you. Thank you.